Okay, let's try and settle this. I mean, we won't, but it's always fun trying. You claim that the Qur'an said that the universe is expanding and that you knew about it all along. Well, I've read a number of translations of the surah in question, and none of them use the word expanding. We all know that Arabic words have many, many meanings, and it might be that I have simply been reading biased translations. So how can we possibly establish that that's not the case? Well, I've come up with an idea. You see, the only translation I've been able to find which mentions the expansion is Maurice Bucaille, or Bucaille. I'll put the name up on the screen. This translation appeared in 1976. So what we need is an Islamic book prior to 1976 which mentions the expanding universe. No, that's actually not strictly true, is it? Because the first inkling of the Big Bang from a theoretical physicist came in 1922. So what you need to provide we atheists with is the name of an Islamic scholar or any Islamic source prior to 1922 which translates the surah in question using the word expanding in connection with the universe. That's all you have to do. A name, a book, and a date prior to 1922. I mean, it does seem odd that you knew about it for 1400 years and you didn't tell us. We were running around all over the place thinking the universe was eternal and that it didn't move, making idiots of ourselves, really. I mean, Einstein, the West's greatest treasure in science, thought initially that the universe was static and eternal, that the galaxies didn't move, and that the universe had always been and always would be exactly as it is. It's very surprising that no books came out of Islam in 1400 years that argued with that. I would have thought as soon as people started talking about an eternal universe, I would have thought someone from the East would have stood up and said, no, it says in the Qur'an that the universe is expanding. You had 1400 years to say that. And just think of the points that you'd have scored if you had said it. It's hard to see how the whole of Islam conspired to keep that secret from the poor scientifically ignorant West. It's very strange. But let's not make the same mistake again, because there's so much science in the Qur'an that surely it must refer to some things that we haven't discovered yet. So what would be truly impressive would be if someone could look in the Qur'an for me amidst all that science and tell me what we can expect to discover in the next 1400 years. Perhaps there's something in the Qur'an about dark energy. Can you tell us what dark energy is? Can you tell us what dark matter is? Can you tell us about the discoveries that will come from the Large Hadron Collider, which is going to be carrying out subatomic experiments when it opens? Maybe you could help narrow down the areas in which we should be looking, and also tell us exactly what we're looking for. If you can do that, I'm going to be very impressed. If you can't do that, I'm just going to think it's all a load of And one last thought. You're not just going to find the word darkness or shadow and claim it means dark matter now, are you? Because dark matter isn't really dark.